Modding for Marvel Rivals has been absolutely booming, and these days you literally have thousands of different options to customize your characters with various skins. There's various icon replacers and even sprays, a bunch of cool add-ons for your characters, such as adding some chest hair for example, or even oiling up. The mods even go so far that you can change various voice lines, like Hulk for example, Emma Frost,
Come to mommy. Not mommy's good boy. Doing such a good job for me.
you can change up the announcer from Galactic to somebody like JJ Jameson, and even change the kill sound. Whatever you're trying to do, there's probably a mod for that. So today we have an easy guide on how to install mods for season 3.5. So let's get started. First of all, this works for both Epic Games as well as Steam. And the first thing we need to do is find our game folder. So in Epic Games, if you go ahead and click into the library, you want to find wherever your Marvel Rivals is, and then click on these three dots. From here, we'll go up to manage, and then next to installation, all you need to do is click on this folder. Now for Steam, we're going to right click on Marvel Rivals, go down to manage, and then hit this browse local files. If this isn't an option for you, you can instead go to properties, and then in the installed files, you can go ahead and click this browse button. Once you click on this will open up your game folder. You'll know you're in the right place if you see this Marvel game folder, as well as this Marvel Rivals launcher.exe. If you don't see the file extension, meaning that you don't see the .exe or this .dll at the end of your files, we can go ahead and fix that real quick. We'll go up to these three dots, and then from here, we're going to go into the options tab. We're going to go to the view tab next, and then under the option hide extensions for known file types, you're going to make sure this is checked off. Once you're done, just click apply and then okay. Now we need to install our one requirement. This is called the UTOC signature bypass. This is what's going to allow us to actually load the mods in our game. Without this, your mods simply won't show. So we'll go into this files tab, make sure you're signed into your Nexus Mods account, and then you go ahead and click manual download. We'll go ahead and open up our zip file, and then from here, we're going to need to navigate into our Marvel game folder, inside of Marvel, into binaries, and then Win64. Then all you need to do is take this plugins folder, as well as this DLL file, and drag and drop it inside of this directory. If it asks you to replace some files, you can go ahead and do so, or if there's ever an update for the UTOC signature bypass, this is how you'll update it as well. Now once you have your requirement installed, you're not going to need this zip file anymore, and then from here we're going to go back into our Marvel folder, and this time we're going to go into content, into packs, and here we're going to need to make a new folder. You can honestly name it whatever you want, but this is where we're primarily going to be installing our mods. So now I've made a fresh folder with no mods installed, and then from here we can simply just browse Nexus Mods. I'll show you how to install a few various different types of mods, so we'll go with this disable outlines mod. This mod actually comes in handy for certain modded skins. So if we take a look at Captain America, you can slightly see some black lines, but with the mod installed, now those black lines are gone. Certain mods use this disable outlines mod because without it, some of these skins will look a mess. So for this, of course, we'll go into the files tab, we'll go ahead and hit that manual download. Sometimes you'll need to hit download once again. And then from here, you just need to open up your zip file, and then you're going to take all three of these files and place it into your mod folder. Once you do this, there's no need to keep these mods, so you can delete them if you want to, and then we'll move on to the next one. They have mods where you can actually change the VFX, so we'll try this comic accurate Scarlet Witch VFX. So again, we'll go ahead and hit that manual download. We'll go ahead and open up our file, and then once again, you'll see that we have three different files. We'll drag all of these inside of our mod folder. Next up, we'll go ahead and install a skin. So downloading once again, opening up our file, and for this, we actually have a folder that we'll need to click inside of. And for this mod, we have two different options. In this case, you need to choose one of these. You won't be able to install both, so we'll try the no wings option, and then again you have another selection. I think you already know we're going extra large, and then from here we'll take these three files and install them. Now when it comes to skin, it's important to note that you can have different mods for different skins when it comes to the same character, but for example, you can't install this Thicc Mantis for the Galactic wings and then going over to the Thicc collection, you can't use the Mantis version from this. If it's the same skin they're changing, you need to choose one or the other. You can't have both. Now we'll go ahead and install an audio mod. So again, hit that manual download. We'll open up our file, and here you'll see that we only have one file. If it's an audio mod, this will typically be the case. And of course, for cosmetic mods such as skins, you should see three different files for those. Next, we'll install a UI mod. So again, hit that manual download. We'll open up our zip file, and of course, we'll take these three files and install it in our mod directory. And then we're going to use this Muscular Blade as an example. Here, there are 15 different files. So under that main files tab, you need to choose only one of these options to download. So whatever one you pick, good to go. But then for this mod as well, if we keep scrolling down, sometimes you have optional files. So for this one, you're able to add some Diddy oil, which of course we'll go ahead and add. So for the blade skin, we'll go ahead and go into this first folder, and then we'll take all three of these files and place it in our mod directory. And then for that optional add-on we added, we'll go ahead and open that up, go into this first folder, and then again we'll have 3 additional files that is pretty much going to overlay on top of that skin we just installed. Now we'll get into older mods that haven't been updated for the latest season. We'll take Jeff Hammer for example. So if we go ahead and download this mod and then open up this mod file, you'll see that we have a singular.pack file. Updated skins for the latest seasons will have 3 different files. So if we just drag and drop this inside of our mod folder, it's simply not going to work. If you want to get older mods to work, you're going to need Repak Rivals. So we'll go ahead and download this program. We will choose the Windows version. We'll go ahead and extract this program into a separate folder. And then inside of the Repak folder, we're going to click on this repakgui.exe. If you see this prompt, you just need to click more info and then run anyway. The program will look something like this. And then from here, you want to make sure your mod folder matches where this mod will install to. So in my case, this is incorrect. So I'll hit this browse button. I'll navigate through my directories, go into Marvel Rivals, Marvel Game, Marvel, Content, Packs, and then I'm going to highlight this mods video folder and then select it. Then from here, you're going to take that old mod file and just drag it inside of the program. Here you can take a look at the options if you need to, but all you need to do is simply hit this install mod. Once you do that, you can exit out of the program. And then if you check back in your mods folder, you'll see that the Jeff Hammer has been updated and now you'll see 3 different files already installed for you. Now we'll just boot up the game to verify everything's working. So we'll check on that Jeff Hammer, which seems to be working spectacularly. The physics for this mod is just actually insane. If Marvel Rivals actually added this as a skin for Thor, man, they'd be making some money. The comic accurate VFX for Scarlet Witch, you'll see that her attacks are a slightly pinker hue, so this one is working nice and fine. Even her ultimate is changed up a bit. We'll check that Phoenix ult replacer as well.
You are nothing!
The Thicc Mantis mod is, well, yeah, it's pretty thick. And that no wings option that we chose is working as well. We had that Hawkeye UI changer, so now his icons in game now show an alternative skin. And then we have that Muscular Blade, plus he's all oiled up. Hey, yo. Hopefully this easy guide helped you out. We do a lot of modding guides for various games, so if you don't want to miss out on the next guide coming out, or if anything ever changes for modding this game, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Until next time, we'll see ya.